Hi, my topic was Dissociation Experiences Scale, the DES. And so what is the DES scale? The DES scale is a brief psychological self-assessment questionnaire with 28 questions that measures dissociation symptoms. So if we know what we're measuring, what is dissociation? Dissociation is a lack of the normal integration of thoughts, feelings, and experiences into the stream of consciousness and memory. Dissociation occurs to some degree in normal individuals and is thought to be more prevalent in persons with major mental illness. So somebody may be driving in the car and they're having a conversation, miss the exit, or they can't remember the entire conversation once they get home. Typically that can happen in everybody, but it's going to be found more prevalent in those with mental illness. And so why was it developed? The scale was developed to offer a means of reliability measuring dissociation in normal and clinical populations. And how was it developed? The scale items were developed using clinical data and interviews, scales involving memory loss, and consultations with experts in dissociations. And what can it tell a clinician? The DES is a reliable and valid instrument that is able to distinguish between subjects with a dissociation disorder and those without. So it's really helpful if you're working on diagnosing somebody. And instructions for it, what we're going to have them do is we're going to have them state the questionnaire asks about experiences that may in their daily life, that affect their daily life. And it's important that they answer the 28 questions, that they're really brief. And I'll give you some examples, okay? Some people have the experience of driving in a car and suddenly realizing that they don't remember what has happened during all or part of the trip. Another question is, some people find that sometimes they're listening to someone talk and they suddenly realize that they did not hear part or what was being said. Another question is, some people have experiences of finding themselves in a place and having no idea how they got there. And so what they're going to do is mark on, there's a scale, there's a 0 to 100. They would put 30% or 40% or 0%. And when they're all answered, what they're going to do is the one that's going to tally them up. We'll look at 30%, we're going to drop a 0. And we'll tally up all those after we drop the 0. Then we will multiply them by 10 and divide them by 28. And the final score is going to give us an idea, a glimpse into if they have this dissociation disorder. And so if they have a 30 or above, that's typically somebody who has dissociation disorder. Someone lower will not, typically. I did also find one that they do for children. It's rated 0 to 10. A typical question on that is, I get so wrapped up in watching TV, reading, or playing a video game that I don't have any idea what's going on around me. Another question was, I get back tests from homework that I don't remember doing. Another one was, I have strong feelings that don't seem like they are mine. So let's see, what else can I tell you about this? I did find a scholarly article, and they were saying that it's so important to have an accurate clinical diagnosis, and many times that individuals, the clinicians, don't realize that dissociation disorder is more common with PTSD and that type of thing, and many times it goes undiagnosed. So and what they found was that people with this tend to have polysymptoms, and so they may have depression and anxiety and eating disorders, along with substance abuse. And so if it goes unrecognized, many times it delays the treatment and it extends out the time. So it's important to diagnose this, and this is a quick, easy way to look into it. Another great thing about this is you can do this down the line, maybe 6 months down the line, to see if progress is being made with the client. So this is a wonderful tool to use, and this was a fun one to explore. Thank you.